Howdy everyone, Beta Clone 076 here, obviously, and today's word is colitis. Woo! I'll spare you the details if you don't know what it is, but I'll just let you know that in the span of 2 miles I had to make 3 pit stops. It's a thing of wonder, and I ended up burning over an hour and missing my class. Yeah, that sucks. Because I was out and having a good old time just taking the shadow to class on good old back roads of Kentucky. Or actually, it's not really a back road, it's more of a main highway. Still, you'll see what I mean by back road. It's not exactly a interstate, whatever you want to call stuff. It's a highly traveled road, but it's cutting through a lot of the back counties. But then again, it's Kentucky, so that's all we've got are rural counties for the most part. So yeah, it's been an interesting morning. So now I'm heading home to take care of the dogs before I have to go to work. And yeah, that kind of sucks. So, oh well. Anyways, how's the new year treating you all so far this month? I know it's been, up until today, it's been a great month for me. And started back to school. Good old time there. Last semester of real classes before student teaching in the fall. And it's going to be a pretty easy semester. Got an English class that's based on grammar, which is just going to be a breeze for the most part. And then 2 online classes, 2 400 level classes, psychology and a literacy class. And outside of trying to figure out how to get 15 hours with a student for the literacy class to work with without taking them out of the classroom is, other than that, it's not going to be too bad, I don't think. And then a history class, since U.S. history since Reconstruction. It's going to be taught like a 300 level course. It's actually got more, it's based off the research component and everything like a 300 level history class. And it's a 200 level class, so it's actually got more to it than the 300 level history class I had last year. Whoa, that's going to be fun. But at least I get to do another paper in Chicago style, with Chicago style citation. And I'm thinking that I might be one of the only people in the world who actually likes Chicago style. But anyways, that's been about my life so far. Well, no, take it back. I did start up a new podcast based in, I guess you'd call it a fan cast, because it's based off of Scott Sigler's Galactic Football League series, following the All-Pro and doing it like a sports news show, or a sports news talking head type deal that follows the Sunday podcast from Scott Sigler for the All-Pro. And then I don't know, it's fun to record, that's all I care about. And hoping to hit 1,000 downloads for the site, or for my podcast this in February, since I just hit. I've gotten like 115 in the last week to bump it on up, so that's kind of nice. And then I just had the 2 new episodes going up, and then I have a new one every Monday. That's going to be fun if it goes ahead and hits 1,000. I figured that'd be a nice milestone. I mean, it's only 150 or so actual unique downloads, but still, to have the whole thing hit 1,000, that's going to be cool. At least for me, I think it'll be cool. Especially considering the long, it wasn't even a pod fade, it was a pod vanish that I pulled whenever I finished up my short story series, which was just three different stories. So, but yeah, if you'll check that out, the All-Pro is actually, I guess, best described as The Blind Side, sometimes spanning over into Any Given Sunday, meet, because of the violence on the field and stuff, meets The Godfather, meets Star Wars. So And it's got 5 different races playing football together, and they all hate each other sometimes. And it's a very fun storyline. So, but yeah, that has been about it. And hello, car, pull on out. Appreciate it. So yeah, that has been about it for me. Outside of well, I'll take it back. Getting a new motorcycle as well. Woo woo! Getting a little 250 Ninja. Can't believe how excited I am about getting a 250 Ninja of all things. Doing the website for the motorcycle shop there for Green's Motorcycle Salvage, and getting the bike through them. Getting a little 250. Going to use it for a commuter everyday rider. Since that should be what I've really wanted out of a motorcycle anyways, get the high gas mileage, whatever, 50 plus miles to the gallon. So that's going to be awesome, and I get to sit in the sport bike position more so than the upright relaxed position that it is riding on this little Shadow, and the uncomfortably upright position on the concourse. So that's going to be nice too. And have a little bike that just wants to scream along. Actually has no choice but to scream along even at highway speeds. I mean, still looking at 10,000 plus RPMs. It seems like I had a blast the one that I rode. Down at the shop, see if I actually wanted to go ahead and do that. Took it out, rode it about 20 miles, and had a good little time with it. And I was like, yeah, I'll take this one and I'll fix it. And so that's what the biggest thing I'm looking forward to outside of the Motorcycle Expo up in Indianapolis. The weekend, I don't know, it's in 3 weeks, it's like the 17th or something. But that's going to be cool, going up there with the guys from the shop. And so, for the weekend, and hoping that's going to be a good time. The way they talked about it seems like it'd be something worth doing at least once. And just see how that goes. And since I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it to the conventions that I like to go to with Balticon and DragonCon this year, definitely won't make DragonCon unless I get nominated for a Parsec for the podcast awards, and am a finalist. If I'm a finalist, I'll be there. But I don't see that happening, so definitely going to do the Motorcycle Expo. But it sucked yesterday. I recorded like 45, 48 minutes out playing around, and I didn't bother to check my phone, since I use the iPhone to do the recording, to see if I had enough space. I only had like 3 gigs worth of space left on it, and so it just said, oh, I'm sorry, screw you, and didn't save the recording. So yesterday afternoon I ended up cleaning the phone off a little bit, dumping some of the, golly, I bet I had 5 gigs worth of pictures on there where I've been working on the website for the motorcycle shop, and dropped some podcasts that I didn't need on there, and should hopefully have room to record for a little while, at least long enough to record, and then dump it back on the computer and mess with it later. But yeah, that's been my life. It has been a wonderful winter though too. It's been mild, I guess you could say. It's I mean, we've been seeing temperatures in the 40s and 50s every week, seems like, outside of 1 or 2 weeks where it's been down in the teens. But it's been a very warm winter. But of course, the thing I always forget, it's Kentucky, wintertime. Warm days usually means higher winds, and I don't even think about it until I get out riding, like yesterday and a little bit today, and getting out in these 20-mile-an-hour winds. So it makes it a little bit interesting. But yeah, I guess that is about it, and I guess I will talk to you all real soon. And this has been Betaclone 076, bringing the ruin of my mind to yours, one word at a time.